Hello folks, in the last part of this video series we showed you how to segue from a table that had multiple custom cells. The idea was we had to make two separate segues, one for each of the custom cells. So a segue is not associated to the table view, a segue is associated to the cells themselves. In the example, I simply made both of the segues go to the same table view. So we go to the same view controller. Let's see if we can make it a little bit more sophisticated. The first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove this segue. So now the only segue I have is the one associated to the non-icon cell. Next thing I'll do here is I'll simply add another view controller. So there we have another view controller, and I'll add another view controller class for that new view controller, and I'll call it icon view controller. So there we have our icon view controller, which will be associated to this new view. So how do we do that? Well, we'll just go up here and do icon view controller. Now, in order to make these distinctive, I'm going to add a label. So let's add a label. So I'm going to go up to the top of this here. And I'll just write something like touched non-icon cell. So let's go ahead and do a little bit of storyboard stuff. So I will first make sure it spans the entire thing. I will center it, and then let's add some constraints. So we're going to constrain it on the left, the right, and the top. And there we go. And let's go ahead here and do the same thing on this particular view controller. So this one, I will say touched icon cell. And again, let's go ahead and center it. Let's go ahead and add some of our constraints. So we'll do the same three constraints. I also want to put in the same type of button. I could cut and paste the button, but instead I'll just do it again so you get to see it all. So this will be cancel. And again, let's make sure it's still centered. Very nice. And we will center it vertically and horizontally. And then lastly, we want to go into our assistant editor. Click here, and we want to go to our icon view controller, and we're going to drop in, I'll do it here, and I'll say do cancel. It's going to be an action, it's going to be based on a button, and we'll connect it up. Let's go back to our regular view. Go into our icon code. Let's clean things up a bit. And let's do the same dismiss that we did for the last one. So there we go. Let's save that. And the last step is to do what? Is to actually add the segue. So we want to add the segue from this cell. So make sure we grab the cell. So where's the cell? We want to go onto this screen, and we want to make sure we take the cell with the icon. And there we go. And we'll do this one as a show modally as well. That's a little messed up, so let's just pick this up a bit so you can see that it all works out. So, this segue is associated to the non-icon cell. this segue is associated to the icon cell. So let's see how that works. So again, let's add our crown. I don't know why crown, but it just seems fine. And let's add a car. So if we click on car, we go to the non-icon cell. If we click on crown, we go to the icon cell. So that's a little example of how to segue to do different places based on different cells. And you can imagine we're going to use this quite a bit in the future. For assignment 2, you do not need this, but you do need the stuff I did in the previous video. Okay, I hope these small videos help. See you soon. Bye-bye.